I'm not sure, but I'm wondering if this peak sticking up down there, I think one of them is mountain, one of them is cloud. I can see snow on it, but it might be Mount Baker. Maybe. Bit of a guess. There really needs to be some kind of zip line or flying fox from here down to this lake. Just zip all the way down and then drop from about 10 meters above the lake out into the middle. Oh, that'd be amazing. Good afternoon. It is the afternoon of whatever day it is today. I think it's the 29th or 30th of August. Not sure. It's Wednesday, I believe. What I do know is today is the day that I'm getting into Stevens Pass, well, that's the ski resort area that I'm currently hiking in. There's a few chairlifts around me. But it takes me to a road where I'll be hitchhiking into Leavenworth, which is a little German-styled Bavarian town, which is supposed to be pretty fun and is going to serve as my resupply point for the next section. I can even hear cars. It's surprisingly close. It's been a hell of a day. There's been 4 climbs. It's actually got less climbing than yesterday, but there's been 4 significant climbs today, which, oh, here we go, chairlift. Where is it? Oh, there's the chairs. I'll lay my shoulder here. Heading out that way. Mountains. Believe it or not, I'm in the mountains. Yeah, 4 significant climbs today. So it's been a pretty hard day. It's only 22 point something miles, so not the biggest day, but still a fairly tough day. I'm looking forward to what turns out I'm probably going to take a 0 tomorrow. Just can't seem to beat this overall tiredness that seems to be setting in the closer I get to the finish. I mean, theoretically I probably only have 7 or 8 days hiking left. But it seems like the next section is supposed to be particularly rough. It's quite a long section, a bit over 100 miles. I think that's without any road crossings, without any access at all, except for the northern and southern ends of those trails. So I believe the trail, I guess at least in the middle, gets pretty rough because it's hard for trail crews to get in there and maintain it when it's, you know, for regular people, not through hikers. Through hikers we can do 25 to 30 miles a day in this terrain, but certainly not carrying gear, and certainly not carrying a lot of trail maintenance gear, and certainly not carrying food to be out there for a week performing manual labour. So they often use pack animals and things like that to pack in a lot of the gear, but it's just, apparently it's quite hard for them to get in there and do it. So I'm expecting basically 100 miles of very steep, pretty overgrown, pretty unpleasant trail. That's at least what I'm mentally prepared for, and I guess at this point fairly physically prepared for as well. So there's that, and then after that it's the home stretch. I'm just finishing up stretch 4 of 6 for the state of Washington. So there's two more stretches, both I believe to be about 4 days. Although it's one of the things I need to calculate while I'm in town here. I need to figure out, I know I've got food shipped ahead just to Heakin, which is the next town on the other end of the next stretch. But that was shipped when the northern terminus was actually open, and I knew exactly how many miles I was going to have to do to get there. And I also knew I could hike straight out into Canada. However, now that's closed, there is a reroute in place, which sounds pretty good. Actually sounds like it might be slightly easier, I'm not sure. But I also cannot enter Canada there. I have to backtrack, I have to hit the border, get my photos and whatnot, and then backtrack to some point, take some ridiculously expensive ferry. It's about $180 or something. And then I guess probably find my way to Seattle or something and get a bus up to Vancouver. I don't know. That's the kind of stuff I have to start thinking about and looking at some in a bit more detail. For now, I'm excited to have another. I mean, it's only been 2 nights since I was in a real bed. Did this 75 or ish, maybe 71, 70 something mile section in 3 days and 2 nights, which I'm pretty happy with. I mean, I expect that's standard amongst most hikers out here now. It's nothing special, but quite a short stretch, even though it felt like quite a long stretch, because everything feels like a long stretch now. So I'm probably looking at 4 to 4.5 days for that 100 and whatever miles. It is, I think it's just over 100, but there is a fire closure, which I also have to evaluate. So yeah, that's on a come up trail. I'll just pause this for a second. Yeah. A lot of hikers out today. Seen a ton. For a Wednesday it's kind of strange, but I guess it's still probably optimal hiking time. The weather is clear-ish and the bugs seem to have mostly gone away, so it's pretty pleasant. It's not too hot. I was told tomorrow's going to rain, so if it wants to rain, tomorrow would be a great day for it if I'm sitting around in town not doing a great deal. Otherwise, I pretty much expect Washington to rain every day. That's what I was mentally prepared for coming in, that it'd just be a miserable number of weeks of wet and cold, rainy hiking. So every day that's like today, where it's not wet and cold and raining, I'm actually quite thankful for. It's a bonus, and it's another day that I don't have to hike in the wet and the cold. Alright, I'm just rambling. Seems to be a common theme now, either just losing the things I get excited about, or literally the hiking is just uneventful and not much to report on. So I'll wrap this up and we'll see how we go when I leave town.